A letter from the past. During late, Michael sits alone on a bench, staring at a worn-out letter in his trembling hands. The sun casts a golden glow, but his heart feels cold. He hesitates, takes a deep breath, and unfolds the letter. My dearest Michael, if you are reading this, it means fate has brought you back to me. Even if only in words. His eyes widen. His grip on the letter tightens. The voice in his head, it's Olivia's voice, so familiar, yet so distant. His heart pounds as he continues reading. Do you remember the promises we made by the riverside? You said we'd grow old together, that nothing could separate us. Believed you, Michael. I really did. He flashbacks 6 years earlier. Michael and Olivia sit by a riverside, tossing pebbles into the water, laughing. Their young love is pure, untouchable. Michael grinning. One day we'll be telling our kids about this moment. Olivia smirking. Oh really? And what if life has other plans? Michael holding her hands. Then we'll fight for each other. No matter what. Their laughter fades as the scene shifts. Michael, now older, holds a plane ticket in his hands. Olivia sits quietly beside him, forcing a smile, though her eyes are filled with unspoken pain. Michael, this is it, live. I got the scholarship. Olivia softly. That's amazing. She turns away, blinking back tears. Michael lifts her chin, making her look at him. Michael. It's just for a few years. We'll make this work. I'll come back, and we'll pick up where we left off. Olivia forcing a smile. Of course we will. Scene shifts to the airport. Olivia stands in the crowd, watching as Michael waves at her before disappearing beyond the gates. Her smile fades. She wraps her arms around herself, a tear slipping down her cheek. That day, you left with dreams in your eyes, while mine were slowly fading away. Olivia in her bedroom. A hospital report lays on the table. Her hands tremble as she reads the words. She crumples the paper and buries her face in her hands. I wanted to tell you, Michael. I really did. But how could I? You had your future ahead of you, and I was losing mine. Months pass. Olivia's phone buzzes, a message from Michael. I miss you. She hesitates, her fingers hovering over the screen. But she doesn't reply. Instead, she places the phone face down and stares at the ceiling. More time passes. Calls become fewer. Texts go unanswered. Michael, surrounded by new faces, new experiences, starts moving on. Olivia watches from afar, her heart breaking in silence. Olivia opens her phone to see a photo. Michael with another girl, a bright smile on his face. Then, a text message from a mutual friend. Michael is engaged. Olivia grips the phone so tightly her knuckles turn white. I always knew this day would come. I just never thought it would happen while I was still here to see it. She turns off the phone, takes a deep breath, and reaches for a box filled with letters. Each one addressed to Michael, but none ever sent. Olivia in a hospital bed, her face pale but peaceful. A nurse places a bouquet beside her. Olivia smiles faintly, lifting a pen with weak hands. This is my last letter to you, Michael. The one letter I need you to read. The one letter that will finally reach you. Back to the present. Michael clenches the letter in his fist. His breath shallow, his eyes wet. He jumps to his feet, running through the park. The sky darkens as he hurries toward a familiar white house. He pounds on the door. An elderly woman, Olivia's mother, opens it. Her face is lined with sorrow. Michael panting, where is she? I need to see her. The woman says nothing. Instead, she steps aside, revealing a small table, on it a framed picture of Olivia beside a lit candle. Michael stares, his world crashing down around him. Silence. Then, Olivia's mother hands him a small wooden box. His hands shake as he opens it. Inside, dozens of letters, each one addressed to him. His fingers brush over them, his chest tightening. You see, Michael, I never stopped loving you. Even when life gave me every reason to let go, my heart held on. A tear slides down his cheek as he picks up the last letter, the one she wrote before she left. He sits down, the weight of the words crushing him. I hope you are happy, Michael. I hope she loves you the way I did. And if you ever think of me, don't be sad. Just look up at the stars and know that I'm there, smiling at you. Michael sits by the riverside, Olivia's last letter in his hands. He pulls out a single white rose and gently places it on the water. Michael whispering, I love you, Olivia. Always. The river carries the rose away. The sky turns golden as the sun sets. Michael watches in silence, tears in his eyes, yet a small bittersweet smile on his lips. Because love never truly dies, just changes form. And sometimes it lives in the memories we cherish the most. Love is not always about happy endings. Sometimes it's about cherishing the moments before they slip away. And if you believe in the power of love and life, subscribe to Love and Live Library. Share your thoughts in the comments because every heart has a story to tell. Let's learn, love, and live together.